Hi guys, welcome to Asher and Gad channel, making Africa home again, one family at a time. So we're here on site for another site update. Today is a little bit of a rant. I'm afraid, dealing with some Ghana artisans and suppliers is a real headache. Now, so here we've got what is apparently supposed to be smooth sand, right? It cost us 1,400 Ghana cedis to get this delivered to the site about a week ago. I believe you saw the video from all the way from Insawam, 1,400 Ghana cedis, which is probably about 175 pounds. All right, 175 pounds, and in dollars, probably $250. Actual numbers on your screen, right? This is not the first time we're buying smooth sand. This is probably about the third time we are buying smooth sand. This sand, on the day it turned up, it seemed okay because on the surface it seems smooth, but now it's rained a bit. If Chris zooms in, you'll see it is full of stones, completely full of stones. Yeah, full of stones everywhere. So the tilers called me up this morning to complain severely to me that they can't use this sand. It's not smooth sand. We've had smooth sand delivered a couple of times before and it was completely smooth, with minimal stones that they can use for tiling. Now this sand is now completely useless. The tiler said they cannot use it. Yeah, or even if they can use, maybe they have to do so much sieving. They're moaning about it. So instead of this, they now want tile cement to do the marble tiles on the staircase. Absolutely ridiculous, and I've moaned to the supplier to tell him, to ask him what's going on here. What is going? This is unacceptable, and I want a refund. And it's coming up with all sorts of crap excuses that they have to get it from far, and sometimes when you get smooth sand, it can have stones in it, and it depending on where you get it. I said that's bollocks. That's crap. We've had smooth sand on many occasions. Get rid of this and get me the smooth sand we need. So we're still having that conversations, and it's absolutely incredible that they can even come up with such excuses. If this was the UK or wherever, this probably wouldn't even happen. But if you make a mistake, accept that you've made a mistake. Don't try and create excuses and try and cut corner, try and spin it around because you don't care basically. Yeah, this sand is not smooth. We're gonna have to probably use tile cement now and maybe use this for landscaping. Yeah, that is now pretty much a bit of a waste for us. Yeah, absolutely a joke. But let's go inside and see what's happening. Another important thing, guys, that I always say is that project management on site. You need to be on site at some point. If you're overseas, you need to be on site at some point, or have somebody you trust. If you can have somebody who can be on your site on a daily basis, especially when work is going on, that is best. Really best. Because again, there's some good artisans, but sometimes they don't really plan ahead, think ahead about what they need. Example are our tilers. They've got a certain amount of material. They're supposed to look at the material and tell us what more they need. We've come to site today and we're expecting the tiling to be continuing over the next week and a half to bring everything to a completion. All of a sudden we turn up and they say, oh, sorry, we've run out of cement. We didn't notice, we didn't realize, so we got 2 hours and it's run out of cement. So then I have to rush around, make so many multiple calls to try and get 18 more bags of cement to get it here so that they don't leave site, so they continuously, because we need the tiling done in the next week, really, completely done, right? But I would have preferred to have more notice. I would prefer that they checked it on a regular basis. So, everything was here. So that was a little bit annoying, but we got it done. If you have a project manager, he can be checking all these things as your building is going up on a daily basis. Really, it's quite important. Chris also had an issue with the tiles. Chris, you want to tell them about the wrong tiles that were delivered?
So guys, I went to buy some tiles and I already chosen the tiles I wanted. We went through everything. The lady understood. In fact, we've been buying tiles from the lady and she's been quite productive. But what happened was that we got to site, I think 3 days after they delivered, just to realize that the wrong tiles were delivered, and they had already started tiling on the wall. Whenever you buy your tiles, make sure that you inspect the tiles during the point of loading into the car, into the vehicle to take to site. Okay, because if you leave it there, you might end up, having the wrong tiles what I did today. So I turned up on site, and I was very disappointed. And to be very honest with you, I didn't like those tiles from day one. Lady went like, "Why don't you choose those tiles?" Like, I don't like them. I hate these tiles. Some other person may like them, but the colors don't appeal to me. I don't want them, and they ended up being in my bathroom.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not happy about it.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, we decided to stick with it because it's only one bathroom, and to take it back, they're probably gonna say, "Oh, you should have checked it. You should have checked it when it was delivered," and we just can't be bothered really. It's only the guest bathroom, so we will live with it. It's not what we wanted, but it is still nice enough, right? Yeah.
I don't like those tiles.
I know.
I never like them.
I know.
There are things you just don't like them. You don't want them. Not that there's a problem with them, just like you don't like them, and that's what with those tiles. I don't like them.
Exactly.
But, well, they're gonna end up with me now. What am I gonna do? They said tiling. In fact, they've gone half of the room already.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
I think Kingsley spoke to the lady. "Oh yeah, madam didn't choose those tiles. What are you gonna do about it?" They didn't say anything.
They didn't say anything.
Anything.
You would expect customer care for them to say, "Oh, apologies, it's our
She
fault."
didn't
but
apologize.
we'll come back and replace it, but nothing. She just said, "Oh," and that's it.
That was it.
That's it. Nothing else.
Where do we even go from here?
I know. Anyway, so guys, so despite that, those ups and downs, on the positive notes, we believe that the tiling should all be complete in about a week and a half, and then we can show you the finished product, if you like, all the grouting done, all the finishing touches done. Obviously, we'll come back and snag as usual. If you followed our channel, you know that snagging is important. Like, we snagged the windows before the Nana left side. It's important to snag, so we'll do all of that. And another update, we finally selected our kitchen consultant, the guy who's going to do our kitchen cabinets. Crystal selected her colors. They look quite nice. The worktop, and yeah, we went through a whole lot of selection headache on that as well. I think we'll do a separate video on that, how to select the right kitchen consultant for your own house, if you like. We looked at a company called Launcher, who were fairly expensive. We looked at, who else did we look at, Chris? Remember? Gala Design, Sprintex Road. We had some information on Superlock as well. All great companies, but again, quite costly. And then we found another guy who was recommended to us by a number of other people. I guess, how can I describe him? He's really, how would you describe him, Chris? Rami? I think he's professional. He's a hustler.
Yeah, the guy is very professional. I'll say a bit more about him when we interview him.
Yes.
But one of the things that drew me to that guy was his spirit, his spontaneity,
Yes.
and also his hunger
Yes.
to do something. He's just right on spot. He's not. He doesn't come across as someone who's lazy. He comes across as somebody who's aggressive.
Exactly.
In a good way.
In a good way, of course.
In a good way.
Exactly.
He like that kind of spirit you get from the foreign, let's say, UK workers.
Yeah, serious business ethic. Really.
Exactly.
Exactly.
That's what I saw about him.
Exactly.
So he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna come. I'm gonna." Yeah. You're trying to give him 1 week. He's asking, "Can I do it now?" I'm like, okay.
Exactly.
And yeah, so I like that spirit.
Exactly.
And he's so professional.
Exactly.
So far, I see him as a professional person, and he kept, texting me.
Yeah.
Updating me on what he was doing.
Exactly.
He didn't even give me a breathing space, and that's what I like. You could see the hunger, somebody who wants it very much, and the guy is upcoming, and that's what I love about him. Whereas there were these guys that I spoke to, so they seemed to know everything, but they couldn't get back to me on time, and Rami was just getting back to me at every, he very much engaged me, and that was what I liked about him. And
Yeah.
We saw his work as well. And
Exactly. Yes.
yeah.
Exactly.
I'll leave the rest for the day
For the
we'll
interview, yeah,
yeah.
exactly. I guess he's kind of reminded me of Nana in a way. And guys, like Krista said, we're going to do a separate interview. We're going to go all the way to Rami's place in sort of Matayeko, Danzuman area, and we'll sit down with him and you'll see him for yourself. But so far, we've paid the 70% deposit for his work, and his communication has been on point, and it's really been good. A lot of desire, and like I said, people will describe him just like Nana, like let's say a roadside artisan, but we had a good recommendation for him, and we went to see his work. We also brought him to where we're living right now, because the kitchen cabinets where we're living right now is absolutely excellent, and we said to him, look, either you can deliver this quality of work, or please, go somewhere else, step aside. And he assured us that he can deliver. We're going for laminated bamboo plywood, in terms of the material, soft close, and yes, he can deliver all that because he's done it elsewhere as well. So we'll keep you updated on that. What else? The worktop, Chris. The worktop, that's been interesting as well. Again, we'll do a separate video on that. We've been to Stone Depot, a couple of other companies in the Yarifa area, in Accra as well. We've looked at granite worktops, we've looked at marble worktops, and people do all sorts of worktops. Quartz as well, of course. No, don't forget that. They don't do the UK style, and I don't blame them. In the UK, you have like compressed chipboard with a kind of a gloss finish. That's good for the UK because it's cold, but probably not good for Ghana. We'll do a separate video on that as well. But yes, that's been an interesting journey as well. We paid a deposit on the worktop as well, so that is pushing forward. And yeah, our electrician, the saga continues with our electrician. Stage 1 and 2 is more or less done. He's got a few minor things to do. I've called him and texted him for over a week. I've had no response. All right. I've heard through the grapevine that he's had an operation. Don't know whether that's true or not, but there's been no communication. But obviously, every now and again there's an excuse. I'm not saying he's lying, but every now and again there's an excuse. It's either there's a funeral, or I'm unwell, or now there's an operation. Who knows? So I'm still giving him a chance to finish the minor works he's got to do. But at the same time, as some of you subscribers advised me to, is to interview other electricians. And that's exactly what we're doing. We'll share another video where we went around with another electrician who, again, was quite insightful. We're going to interview somebody else so we can get another electrician to do the fixtures and fittings. Because all the base wiring has been done, lighting, everything has been done. We just need a good quality electrician to put our switches, light switches, AC switches, sockets, light fittings, and just really do the final touches. So that will be awesome as well. What else has been done? The mason has extended the pipe from the borehole as we asked to comes across here somewhere, and that's the green pipe. I think we said it's in the master plan your home video. There was a master plan your home video, and if you haven't watched it, guys, click up here to watch it, how to master plan your home. It's right up here, right? So that green pipe here is a pipe that goes all the way to the back, okay? That pipe goes all the way to the back, and it's a future plan because we plan to have a swimming pool in the corner of the unoccupied plot. So therefore we need a water supply there, because obviously swimming pool has its own filtration system. So we need to plan for that now, because when we do the landscaping, whatever it is that we do, okay, whether we do the pavement blocks or the tiling, what we want to do is make sure that every infrastructure is already installed in the ground. We do not want abortive works in the future. That's why it's important to plan, it's important to organize, it's important to think ahead. What do I want in the future, whether I can afford it or not? Let me make base plans or provisions for it now. But now we talk about landscaping. Chris, what is your preference for landscaping? Tiling, pavement blocking, reinforced concrete like we had in the UK, artificial grass? I mean, what's your preference?
Right, so we're gonna go for the pros and cons.
Right.
And then I'll be able to make a decision.
Right.
Because they're all beautiful though.
Of course.
So I don't know for now.
You don't know for now?
Yeah.
Okay, I think that needs a separate thinking and a separate video in itself. In fact, guys, why don't you comment below? What's your favorite for landscaping and why? We obviously, this unoccupied plot, this part is going to be a farm area, so we're going to put a lot of black soil there, a lot of cow dung manure, because we want to grow, we want to eat from the land. In the middle will be a swimming pool by the grace of God, and then to the far end, when we're ready, will be the outhouse boys' quarters, if you like. But so far as the landscaping is concerned, where we're living, if you like, you know, comment below what your preference is. Is your preference tiling, okay, or pavement blocking, reinforced concrete, or artificial grass, or gravel, or anything else? I'm interested to know what our subscribers like, what they think. So let us know what your preference is for general landscaping. That would be interesting to hear as well.
Yes, ladies, I will need that help.
Yes.
So very much. Thank you.
Of course. Obviously, there'll be flowers everywhere, because you know, you're a lover of nature. We are all a lover of nature. So there'll be flowers in and around whatever landscaping idea that we choose to go for. Awesome. All right, guys. Well, I think that's it for this video. So from you, it's
Kemesia.
guys, Yibeshia. See you next time.